Previously on Metroid. Kids, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't understand a game and you think I'm just gonna sell it because I don't understand it, don't do it. It will be the worst decision you'll ever make in your life. And you will regret it to the end of this day, to the end of time. And with that, the mission continues. Alright, so here we got the shaft that will take us out of Ridley's lair. However, we want to go through here because in this room we actually do have a missile tank. And in fact, this is the last item that we need in Ridley. So yeah, after this we are gonna be 100% completed with Ridley's lair. We're also 100% completed. Actually, no, we're not 100% completed with a Brinstar. We have one energy tank that we have to get, which is back at the beginning, but it is also on the way to Kraid, so we can get it on the way. Alright, and here we got the energy tank, the missile tank. Okay, so now let's avoid these wasp-looking enemies. Now, one thing you can also do once you've fully cleared an area, or if you actually want to do like a speed run of this game, is that if you hook up a second controller and you press up and A on the second controller, you will actually be warped all the way to the beginning of the area. Now, the big problem about this, the big problem of doing it is that it will count as, you know, resetting the game after, or restarting the game after dying, which means that you will start back with 30 HP. However, I've seen a lot of speedrunners use this technique, and funny enough, it's actually an allowed way to get the sub-hour achievement, or the sub-hour completion achievement for retro achievements, which is pretty awesome. Now, of course, I don't have a second controller with me, so yeah, trying to do that is gonna suck. But yeah, right now we want to go to the top, and yeah, we are essentially right next to the elevator. And yeah, that's actually another interesting thing. Like, the way to Ridley is much difficult than Kraid. However, Ridley's lair is overall very small. In fact, I would even say it's the smallest area of the game, without counting the final area, which is just like 5 rooms, 6 rooms. But yeah, with that said, we're done with Ridley, so now we gotta go all the way back to Brinstar, so let's go. Now, thankfully, the way out of Norfair is not that annoying. And that's mainly because of the fact that we are living in a black and white world. Wow, look at that. NES texture errors. I love it. Anyway. So yeah, basically, we are now moving on to... yeah, we now have to get out of Brinstar, or Norfair, and go all the way back to Brinstar, and then go all the way back to the beginning so we can fight Kraid, and then go all the way back to Brinstar again, and then climb all the way back up the blue shaft so that we can go into the final area. Also, hang on, let me see my notes. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, the 4th room we encountered. So we passed 1. So yeah, basically now we're gonna go get the final items of Norfair, which involves 5 missile tanks, pretty much back to back, and the ice beam. Because yeah, like I said, the ice beam is also in Norfair. Okay, so that's the 3rd door, and this is the 4th, right? Yeah, this is the 4th, so we want to go up a little bit more. So we want to see 2 more doors. Actually, I actually know where to stop. All right, so here we got a door. We're gonna bypass it because that will be... you'll see. But we want to go through this door because in this door we get something really interesting. We get a missile tank. But not only that, if we continue on, we can get another missile tank. And if we continue even further, we can get lava. We also get another missile tank. So yeah, 3 missile tanks back to back. Yeah, like I said, I feel that you guys, Nintendo, you should have moved these items to other locations, and because this almost feels like lazy placement. Now that being said, I'm glad that at least they give you multiple missile tanks back to back, because, you know, because again, grinding for missiles is very annoying in this game. But yeah, now we're gonna go up because there's one more door we can go into, and this door will give us. You're not going to believe it. Just guess. Take a wild guess. We get a missile tank. Who would have thunk? But also, we get. Oh, come on now. Samus got out of the lava. We also get a second missile tank. Now, you can actually... Now, if you want, you can go back. However, I'm going to take this path, because this path is going to take us around back to the shaft. However, it will also allow us to get an item. Alright, so avoid these balls, which I think they're called multiviolas. Yeah, there's one thing that I am not very good at when it comes to... Oh, wow, we got white water and with a bit of pee. But yeah, one of the things that I really... Wait, what was I trying to say? I forgot what I was gonna say. I'll probably put some text when I try to remember, but even though I love these games, I don't remember like the vast majority of the names of enemies in Metroid. I mean, bosses I do, but other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, another reason why I decided to go the other way is because, yeah, there's an enemy you need to freeze to get into that hallway, and yeah, trying to do that without Morph Ball or without Ice Beam is gonna be pretty difficult, all things considered. But yeah, with that said, we are officially 100% done with Norfair. So yeah, now we gotta go all the way back to Brinstar and onto Kraid. And what's actually really interesting is that I haven't pulled out my notes yet, because I gotta confess something. I actually do have a map with me, but I also have notes that basically tell me like the best route to get 100% and not go into dead end rooms. But you know, considering that I played this game yesterday, pretty much shows that I have the game fresh on my memory, or fresh on my mind. Also, I'm gonna try to make this playthrough into 4 parts, and that's mainly because episode 4 will be uploaded on December the 30th, which means that tomorrow, which would be, or the next day, which would be December 31st, I will actually be uploading a end of the year recap, where I'll essentially go through every Let's Play I've done, and also every video, plus talk about some other things, especially a certain video that, yeah, caused an uproar would be an understatement, but yeah, it is something that I have to discuss. And also, as I'm recording this, or as you're watching this, I finally started to respond to your comments, and I'll just say right now that there's a lot to talk about when it comes to that video. And I will explain everything, or I will explain as much as I can when we on that recap video. But all you need to know is that I'm feeling better, and you don't have to worry. Is that all you need to know is that I'm feeling better, and I feel better about myself overall. Alright, so you get over here because we can get an energy tank. Now, you can actually get this energy tank early if you don't have the high jump boots. You can actually have... Where is he? He despawned. Oh, no. Whatever. He will respawn if you do this. Yeah, you can actually just... get this guy over here, and basically the way these bugs work is that they're basically going to get into the ground if they want to. Hello? Oh, there we go. Yeah, basically these guys will go into the ground, and they will not go up unless you jump, and you can actually just, yeah, make him follow you, and you can actually just freeze him and use him as a platform to get to the, to get to the energy tank. But because we have high jump, we don't need him all that much. But yeah, right here, to the right is the first room of the game, or the starting room of the game, or to the left, Jesus. And now we want to go down here because this will take us to Kraid. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I really don't like this area. I really do not like Kraid Slayer because it has what is by far the worst room in the game. However, as a compromise, we get my favorite mute track in all of Metroid. Oh my god, it's so good. It is such a good track. It is catchy. And it is so catchy. And yeah, NES Kraid's Lair. NES Kraid is by far my favorite track in all of Metroid. In fact, it is even... I would put this on my top 3 Metroid tracks alongside... I can't think of another track that I would put high on my list. Well, that isn't a Smash remix, that is. But yeah, I can easily put this on my top 3 alongside what is by far my favorite track in all of Metroid, and easily one of my favorite tracks in gaming period, being Red Soil Brinstar. I adore Red Soil Brinstar. It is easily one of the best tracks, and the fact that they brought it back for Samus Returns and Dread is just, oh my god, it's mwah, chef's kiss. Such an amazing track. A track that I can just listen to for hours. So, Kraid's Lair is a bit of a more mazy area, to the point that, where I got that missile tank, if you continue to the right, you'll actually go into, like, an area that pretty much loops to no end. So, yeah, let's just say that there's a lot of more dead ends in this level than Ridley overall. And yeah, that's actually another, like, that's actually a bit of a compromise. Like, getting to Kraid is easy, but his lair is much more difficult. While getting to Ridley is more difficult, but, Ridley's lair is much easier. Alright, Sidehopper, get out of the way. Also, yeah, his name is Sidehopper. Very, very original name. I love it. Yeah, that's another thing that I really don't like about missiles. That you cannot spam them if you are standing like from a distance. You have to be like right in their face, right in the face of your target to quick spam, which is gonna make the final boss very annoying. But yeah, here we got another missile tank, and now we have to do a bit of backtracking. What? Backtracking in Metroid? Oh no, I don't believe it. Yes, believe it, people, because, well, it's a Metroid game, and backtracking is like a staple. It's kind of similar to how tutorials are a staple in Mario and Luigi. As sad as that is. Okay then. I guess you cannot go below or underneath the platform. Okay, yeah. Excuse me, I want to go here. So yeah, now we're in a bit of a we're a bit stuck. So now we got to go all the way back to the beginning, and we have to, if I can get up here, there we go. We have to now go up here. Now, there are two ways you can actually. Okay, never mind. There's one way we have to go. Oh, it's because these guys are alive. Yeah, that's actually one thing that is really annoying about this game, is that if specific enemies are still alive, some enemies will not spawn. Like, for example, there are these Reapers that they should spawn, but because those two googly eye enemies are still alive, yeah, they didn't spawn. Which means that now we gotta go the long way. But thankfully, this way is not that bad. Yeah, essentially, we're now going on like an S pattern to get back. Essentially, we gotta go back to the first room of the area. Also, holy crap, that's a lot of missiles. And we got Max. Sweet. Ow. And yeah, now we gotta go into that red door and just hug the wall, or hug to the right. Oh my god. I get left and right mixed up so many times. It's like like a curse that I have, which is gonna make a specific which is gonna make the New Year project so bad, or so annoying, because there's gonna be a lot of left and right confused. I can tell you that right now. Which, you know, thank God I'm not driving, otherwise, yeah, that would have been bad. That would be bad. And, oh boy, this room. This freaking room. Remember it well, kids, because, oh boy, you're gonna hate this room. Also, yeah, in Brinstar, we got our final missile tank, which means that the missile tank, or the energy tank that we got, the first energy tank we got in Kraid, well, it didn't give us another square. So yeah, we only have 6 squares, but we got 7. We got 7 energy tank, or we got 7 energy tanks in the game. All right, here we go. The room to Kraid. Now, Kraid overall is either very easy or very hard. Now, there's 2 ways you can actually defeat him. You can either use missiles, which is a bit more difficult but is more effective, or, which is what I like to do, is basically get inside him, which It doesn't sound suggestive at all, trust me. And just morph ball his insides. Or bomb his insides. And yeah, I guess I should mention that only try this when you have a lot of health. Otherwise, yeah, you're gonna die. Also, it looks like the morph ball bombs are hitting him or comboing him, which is pretty awesome. But there we go. Kraid is defeated. And yeah, you may also notice that we are now at 250 missiles. And that's actually something I forgot to mention when we defeated Ridley. And that's when you defeat a boss, you will get 75 missiles. And because we're missing 5 missiles, because we used to open this door, and because we, wait, what I'm trying to say? Oh yeah. You know what? Okay, let's start again. Essentially, every time we defeat a boss, we get 75 missiles. And also, the missile tank that we got in that vertical room is actually the final missile tank of the game. Which means that, yes, we know we have essentially all missiles, which are 255. Now, of course, we don't have the exact number because we used 5 to open the door to Kraid. But now we're gonna go get our final energy tank. And this is without question the worst energy tank in the game. And the main reason is because it's down there in that block, in that single block where that L, so that block formation that pretty much has like an L shape. Yeah, that block, I can just show you. Yeah, basically that block has the energy tank. Now, if you don't have the high jump boots, this energy tank is a pain in the ass. However, since we already have the high jump boots, we can do this. So hit the block, get to this part, morph ball, and then fall, and you can actually get inside the ledge. Now, if you try to get it from, I guess I can show you. If you try to get it from here, you're not going to make it. So yeah, you essentially, what you have to do is hit the block, get up here, morph ball, and then fall off, and then hug the wall so you can actually go into the alcove to get the energy tank. And yeah, that's how you get the energy tank. And with that, we have every single item in the game. So yeah, now we can just continue. So now we just have to go back to Brinstar and head for the final boss. Except that I don't have all missiles, which is very, very annoying. Whatever. I could probably grind it with the enemies or grind it along the way. But here we have what is by far the worst room in the game. So essentially, what you have to do is you have to climb this long vertical shaft, with these disappearing blocks. The problem is that as they appear, the blocks can push you to the side, like so. Which means that trying to climb this whole room is such a pain in the ass, to the point that if you decide to there's a lot of people that decide to do the wall jump glitch. However, I don't recommend it because yeah, this shaft is long, and if you screw up the sequence and soft lock yourself, yeah, you're basically screwed. And considering how far we are into the game, yeah, that's not going to be a good compromise. Now, thankfully, they give you these blocks that are essentially checkpoints to some extent. And once you get to this block right here, we essentially made the climb. So, yeah, I'm just going to wait for the blocks to spawn in and destroy the first 2. And there we go. And for the love of God, don't fall. Because if you fall off, you gotta go all the way back. Ow. Alright, you die. And now we have to get out of Kraid's lair, which means sadly we're going to say goodbye to this awesome music. Alright, one more missile and we have full missiles. Full missiles. Okay, now this room, this is the room that I was talking about when it comes to... You okay there, buddy? You need help? Alright. Okay, so yeah, for this part, we're just gonna fall off, and basically, we are gonna use these Reapers as platforms. Now, you wanna be very careful, because the darker brown ones, which are these two on the top, you can actually kill them with the screw attack, so be careful not to accidentally spin. So yeah, I just use them as platforms and get up here, and yeah, with that said, we are done with Kraid. So now all we need to do is head back to Brinstar, which we are doing right now. And yeah, now we just have to go up the first shaft all the way to the top, and we can make our way to the final area, which is Turian.